Right here. Oh, there he is.
Oh. All right, here's that tiny night lizard. This is actually a good sized one, but you can see they love living in these downed yuccas and Joshua trees. You know, here's a big one here, and all of its branches that have fallen down over the years, and that is of course where this guy just loves to be. So pretty easy way to sort of know where to look for these guys. And you know, people tell me that they're like really common, you find them everywhere, but this is only the third place that I have seen them in, so they're a bit tougher than what people say, but this is great. It's possible, you can see that she is pretty chunky, so it's possible that this is a gravid female, but I don't know too much about sexing lizards, and certainly not light lizards, so I might be wrong, but it's cool to see this lizard here. This is kind of cool. Look at that. This is a tiny little bit of shed. Looks like a lot of scales. This is probably from a night lizard, the same night lizard that, the same species of what we just saw, that desert night lizard. So it's neat that you can find this sort of little evidence of them being here, even when you know, we're a couple logs over from where we found the first lizard. All right, this little beetle here is a blue feigned death beetle, and it looks like he's dead, but that's what they do. They sort of fake their own deaths, and then when they think it's safe, oh, just like that, what great timing, they come back to life, and then they move around. All right, well, one of my favorite things to do out in the desert is to look for holes like this. This is a burrow of a Mojave desert tortoise, and if we zoom in a bit, we can see that tortoise is actually inside. It's hard to see because it's dark in there. There we go. But you can make it out. He even has his head sticking out. Now these tortoises are protected, and so we can't get too close. They might accidentally pee. They pee when they get nervous, and in the desert, when there's not a lot of water, that can be really bad for them. So we like to keep our distance to make sure that they feel comfortable. And this tortoise seems to be just fine. It's got its head sticking out, so it's not even, you know, trying to hide itself away and protect itself. But you can see in this habitat here, it is just very arid, and if it needed to get water again, it would be very difficult for it. So excellent to see. This is, you know, one of the harder species to find out here, so it's really cool that we found another. The group just found a snake for the day. If you look in at the base of this bush, you can see a Sidewinder. It's nice and coiled up too. You can see the horns that it has on its head. That's really the easiest field mark. But they're also very sandy in color, and because they live in, you know, sandy, arid areas like this. They have a very unique way of moving, their locomotion style, where that's where they get their name, where they move sideways. But I'm not sure if we'll be able to demonstrate that today, since he's nice and coiled up, just waiting for some prey to come by for him to strike him.
Well, we road cruised this lovely gopher snake. Now, unfortunately, the wind was blowing really, really heavily, and so the audio really didn't turn out too well here. But you can see this excellent, fairly big gopher snake. Now, he is putting on a bit of a defensive display. You can see his tail is rattling. He is even hissing a bit, although it's hard to hear over all that wind.
Okay, this is an excellent gopher snake. Now, I know it's a little windy, so I'm not sure if you can hear it, but that snake is breathing really loud, and he is puffing himself up. He wants to look big and scary. But these snakes, they are non-venomous, and honestly, they don't strike that often. But they like to bluff. They like to make you think that they're big and tough, when really they are generally pretty gentle snakes. But it's cool to see this behavior up and close. about this mouse. It's not doing so well. Not sure what's going on with him, but he looks like he doesn't really want to move too much. Maybe he's cold, or maybe he's just really startled. So, but definitely neat to see a little mouse out here. Come on, buddy. Oh, now he's got energy. Now he's going. All right, here's a little side blotch that we just caught. You can see that blotch on the side. That's the diagnostic feature right there. And these are super common. You see him in almost all of my videos for out in California. So time to put him back. Go. Boom. All right. One more snake. Look at this guy. Another good size gopher snake. So this gopher snake, you can see, is much more temperamental. He's very calm. He's letting us sort of hang out with him, and he doesn't really seem to be bothered. He's just kind of climb up. And this is more common what we see for gopher snakes. Really chill. Don't really mind being handled. But of course, we're being very gentle with it, and we're only gonna enjoy its time for a little bit before we let it get back to hunting or whatever it might have been doing. Bye-bye. All right, we just road cruised this lovely gopher snake. So far, this is the last 3 snakes that we've seen have all been gophers. So you're pretty familiar now, but yeah, definitely conditions are all right. You know that we keep finding some stuff. There it goes. Well, it looks like that snake has found a place to hide. That's kind of goofy. Is it crawling up or down or?
Up here. That's nice.
Oh. Where in your arm or?
My shoulder. He's like, where do I go?
Oh, I can see it moving. Yeah, it's funny. There he is, popping his head out. All right, let's. Come on. Putter, did you want to hold him?
Nice and warm in there, hey?
Right, one new species. This one is pretty small. Here's my hand compared to it. This is a glossy snake. Now they get much bigger than this. So this one's probably like, I don't know, maybe a year old, but awesome to see. Whoa, and maybe a little feisty too. But you know, the main field mark we look at is all those little rectangular brown spots. That's a really good field mark. Plus, plus that line that goes through the face. And yeah, he is not happy, but oh, there he goes. You can see that these scales on the belly are really reflective. That's actually where it gets its name, because they have these glossy belly scales. All right, well, this snake just went underground. He burrowed under the sand. That's pretty cool. And I think we can see. You can see his tail is just about disappeared right there. But can we see the sand moving where its head is? Right there. You can. It's kind of like the sand is breathing a little bit. It's right. It's like somewhere over there. It's just like a little shift in the sand. Oh, yep. It just moves ever so slightly. So I wonder if it's... Oh, is it popping its head out? Oh, I just saw that little bit of sand shift a little bit. There it is. See if it'll pop its head out. It's thinking about it. It's thinking about it. Nope, staying underground. This is so cool. And there it is. Popped its head out. All right, this is an excellent close-up of that little glossy snake that was just crawling through the sand. You can see it's just got its head sticking up. We would have no way of seeing this snake if it wasn't in the road when we came across it. But it is incredible that they're able to move through the sand so smoothly and just stealthily. All right, we just got our first real amphibians of the day. We heard some frogs earlier, but this is a nice western toad, and he's just hopping around. They're really easy to identify. You've heard it on the channel before, but they have a nice cream dorsal stripe in the center there. It's pretty diagnostic for California. This subspecies is the California toad as well, and look at him go, a little hoppy hop. Well, check out a close-up of this gopher snake. We're going to let him continue into the night in just a moment, but it might be the last thing that we're going to see. So I'm going to do my sign-off here. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'm Greg Schechter. I have here with me Putter and Hanna. You can see them. And we'll see you in the field.